From your best canine companion to the surprisingly vicious koala. 17 cutest animals that can harm you.
Damn, nature, you scary.
Number 17. Blue-ringed octopus. When animals have bright colors and elaborate patterns like this creature, it's usually a warning to stay away. The coloration is a sign that the creature is toxic, as is certainly the case with the blue-ringed octopus. This is one of the world's most venomous animals, and they're found in regions from Australia to Japan, often in tide pools, and if stepped on or provoked, they'll bite. When the creature feels threatened, those iridescent blue rings appear. If a predator does not heed the warning, the octopus releases a venom that causes paralysis and death. The toxin is deadly enough to kill 26 adults in minutes, and there is no antivenin. Number 16. Wolverine. This animal is ferocious enough to serve as the mascots of many sports teams and to serve as namesake to the adamantium-clawed character in the X-Men. Its sharp claws, thick hide, and powerful jaws make it a creature best left alone. While it belongs to the weasel family, there's nothing weaselly about its attitude. The animals do not back down from a fight, and they're bold enough to steal food from wolves and bears. Wildlife experts say that under certain conditions, wolverines can even take down a moose, which would be comparable to a domestic cat taking down a deer. Number 15. Poison dart frog. Like the blue-ringed octopus, this critter displays some brilliant colors, and like the octopus, this animal contains a lethal toxin. In this case, it's a poison that the frog secretes that is powerful enough to kill 10 adults. The creatures gained the name because indigenous peoples used the frog's secretions to poison the darts of the blowguns. It's not exactly known how the amphibians have gained their toxicity. Experts think it may have to do with plant poisons contained in the prey they eat, such as beetles and ants. Did you know that when they're isolated and raised in captivity, the frogs do not develop the poison? Number 14. Pufferfish. They do look rather jovial when fully inflated or expanded, but did you know this creature is considered the second most venomous vertebrate in the world? Almost all of these animals carry tetrodotoxin, a lethal substance that not only gives them a bad taste, but can kill you by paralyzing the diaphragm, which results in suffocation. Sources tell us that tetrodotoxin is around 1,200 times more deadly than cyanide, and one pufferfish carries enough of the toxin to wipe out 30 adults. Number 13. Giant anteater. Some people think these animals are more odd-looking than they are cute. Nevertheless, their size is what can make them a potential danger. And the anteater's claws are so sharp and powerful that they can cause horrific damage to a human with a single swipe. They're normally not aggressive animals, but if cornered, they'll use the tail for balance as they rise up on the hind legs, then lash out with those claws. Did you know that anteaters have fought off animals as aggressive as jaguars? Number 12. Moose. Even if a lot of people associate these big critters with cartoons like Bullwinkle, moose are regarded as amongst the most dangerous animals you can encounter. While they usually leave humans alone, the animals attack more people annually than do bears. Wildlife experts advise to keep a great distance and go around these critters. That's especially true if they're with calves. Moose are known to turn aggressive when defending their young. Number 11. Cassowary. These creatures inhabit rainforests of New Guinea and Australia, and while they usually keep to themselves, these endangered birds will sometimes come into close proximity with humans. Now, such was the case when a cassowary wandered onto a North Queensland beach and decided to appropriate a blanket and umbrella set up by some beachgoers there. While this particular creature was content to enjoy the view, cassowaries can become extremely aggressive and territorial. They can run at speeds of 30 miles per hour and jump more than 3 feet in the air. They attack by thrusting out their legs and can use their sharp claws to eviscerate the target. Number 10. Apes and monkeys. Even small monkeys can be hazardous to your health due to certain viruses they might carry, like hepatitis C, which can be transmitted through the bite. But larger apes like gorillas and baboons are potentially dangerous as well, of course, due to their sheer physical strength. These creatures can maul humans, and chimps kept as pets have been known to turn on their owners and harm them. Chimpanzees are not only quick, but experts tell us they also have about 4 times the strength of a human of comparable size. Number 9. leopard seal. It might look plump and lazy, but this creature is an apex predator in the Antarctic. It normally preys on penguins, but this bold and inquisitive marine mammal has been known to prey on humans. Attacks were documented in 1985 and in 2003 when a seal dragged a biologist underwater to her death. Did you know the leopard seal is second only to the killer whale among predators in the Antarctic? Number 8. Bears. These animals are often considered lovable due to fairy tales and teddy bears, but they're also identified as animals that will actively hunt and kill human beings. All large species of bear are considered potentially dangerous, even pandas. But polar bears and grizzlies are the ones that pose the greatest hazard. A 2011 study by the Journal of Wildlife Management found that lone, hungry male bears are responsible for the most fatal attacks on humans, not mothers protecting the cubs as one might expect. Number 7. Cows. These bovine beasts don't exactly conjure up the image of a killer, but while they're normally placid, cows are known to be extremely dangerous if provoked. Deaths usually occur because the powerful livestock can be extremely territorial and fiercely protective of their young. As belies their sluggish appearance, the animals can efficiently coordinate group attacks on victims. They're responsible for more than 20 deaths each year in the US, which is more humans than are killed by sharks. Number 6. Elephants. They're often portrayed as gentle giants, which can be domesticated by trainers, and that can be true for the most part, but elephants can become one of the most dangerous beasts on Earth when agitated or encountered in the wild. Experts say the animals are subject to unpredictable bouts of elephant rage and are thought to be vindictive. There are cases in India where male elephants routinely enter villages at night and destroy buildings and kill people. Around 500 people are killed each year in elephant attacks, and researchers think the animals are turning more aggressive as a response to living in compressed regions where they're being harassed. Number 5. Horses. It's difficult to imagine horses wanting to kill you, and they usually don't mean to do us injury. But in the United States alone, they're known to kill around 20 people annually. Those deaths are often associated with riding horses during equestrian events and rodeos. Number 4. Dogs. Even those animals many of us consider to be our best friends have the potential to take us out. The canines are thought to be responsible for tens of thousands of fatalities around the world. But not all of this mayhem is caused by your friendly household pets. Stray dogs and wild dogs carrying rabies can bite humans and spread that disease. Number 3. Deer. Well, forget Bambi and the creature's seemingly gentle nature, and while they do not possess venom or fearsome fangs, some sources consider deer to be the number one killer in the United States. On average, statistics have shown that the animals are responsible for more than 100 human deaths each year. Now, they're not going about goring people with the sharp antlers or trampling them with the hooves. Deer are often involved with traffic fatalities when they wander onto highways and cars swerve to avoid them or collide with them. At night, the animals can be dazzled by vehicle headlights and freeze in place. Number 2. Koalas. Now, of all the animals on a list, you wouldn't likely guess the cuddly koala might be hiding a malevolent streak. While it's not exactly known as a bloodthirsty beast, these animals do have the dark side and can be potentially dangerous to humans. We found the story of a lady in South Australia named May Ann Forster who can likely confirm that. While walking her dogs, the canines got a little too close to a tree where a koala resided. Upset by the dogs, the marsupial attacked them. The koala clamped its jaws around her leg, resulting in a deep bite that required 12 stitches. After visiting hospital, she came away with a swollen foot, but luckily, no infection. While they are normally retiring creatures, it is worth remembering that koalas have sharp teeth and claws that can inflict significant damage. Number 1. Slow loris. Now, the name slow loris sounds like something Dr. Seuss might have dreamt up, and it looks like a harmless, cuddly creature, what with its big, innocent eyes. But This is one of the world's few venomous mammals. The furry primate releases a toxin from the sides of its elbows. Upon feeling threatened, the loris puts the toxin in its mouth to mix with saliva. The substance can also be slathered across its fur, which serves to deter predators from attacking, and that toxin is known to cause anaphylactic shock in some humans.
Damn, nature, you scary.